Hey everyone, it's January 12th, and that means that if today is your birthday, you share it with South African rapist and serial killer Norman Afzal Simons, known as the Station Strangler. And while he was only convicted of one murder, he's widely considered to have killed 22 young boys between 1986 and 1994. And that is him right up there. Simons was born in 1956 and grew up in a home where he suffered sexual abuse at the hands of his stepbrother, an alcoholic who himself was murdered in 1991. He became a fifth grade teacher and speaks 7 languages, including English, French, and Afrikaans, in addition to Xhosa, the language of the Nguni ethnic group in the Eastern Cape of Southern Africa, and I probably butchered all of that pronunciation. Beginning in 1986, young boys started disappearing from train stations on the Cape Flats of South Africa, and their bodies would be found shortly thereafter, buried face down in shallow graves with their hands tied behind their backs, their pants tied around their necks, and their corpses showing signs of being sodomized. 9 bodies were found by 1992, and the community was terrified, but there was hope that the killer had left the area when no victims turned up in 1993. But in January of 1994, 11 more bodies were found, including 6 in one day. Parents kept their children home from school and were understandably scared to let them out of their sight, and banded together to search for anyone that appeared threatening. These gatherings turned into mobs, with some breaking windows and trying to enter a house through the roof when they believed the killer was inside. The police embarked on the largest manhunt in the history of the nation and even sent requests for help to the FBI. A reward of 250,000 Rand was offered for help in solving the crimes, which was roughly equivalent to $125,000 US at the time. Simons was spotted with a 9-year-old boy whose body was found the next day, and when the police picked him up for questioning, he confessed to killing the child. He was convicted in 1995 for that crime, but wasn't charged with the other 21 murders due to a lack of physical evidence. Initially sentenced to 35 years in prison, his sentence was amended to life behind bars. While no trial was ever held in relation to the other murders, no other bodies turned up, and the region was once again safe for young boys once he was locked up. Last fall, the South African Human Rights Commissioner publicly called for Simons to speak out and confess if he was responsible for the 21 unsolved murders, and that doing so should lead to his being released on parole, saying that his 28 years behind bars were sufficient punishment. There are also some who claim that he was wrongfully convicted, saying that a confession he gave was coerced and that witness identifications were unreliable. Simons remains behind bars, and it seems unlikely that will change anytime soon. Also, this case taught me that in South Africa, a police lineup is called an identification parade, which sounds much more festive. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know someone whose birthday it is today, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Norman Afzal Simons, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.